Good Monday morning, everyone. Meteorologist Dana Melancon with you on the Brooks Report Live, our Monday morning weather briefing. Hopefully everyone had a nice weekend. Weather-wise, hard to complain. I'm really surprised, and we'll take a look at it on our almanac page, that the Jack Brooks Airport yesterday did record a trace of rain. I saw nothing, Hardin County. So, again, we do know that things are totally different along I-10 and in areas north of that. But a really nice day in store for us along the Gulf Coast today, and actually a nice week ahead if you're looking for the opportunity to dry out, right? Let's take a look at let's show you what things look like outside. We're at our new studio here at the Christus Healthcare System in Beaumont. We're on the in better terms, or maybe something that you could relate to a little bit better, we're on the top floor where the Wellness Center is. All right, the building where the Wellness Center is on North Street, but it connects to St. E's, the professional building, and we've got a great outlook again, as we did when we were on top of the Elegante. So we've got another nice view. This view sort of looking toward down East Tex Freeway and closer toward the Elegante. So we're pointed that direction. You can see East Tex Freeway, no problems there at all. We do have another camera facing east. And I am really, really hoping that the timing is right to see the helicopter come in, because you can see the light that's flashing there. We're going to have a nice sunrise on this camera, and we'll also have a good, if the opportunity gives us, while we're doing the broadcast, I'll switch over and show you the helicopter land. It's fascinating. There's something about, at least for me, growing up, trains and helicopters. I'm enamored with them. When I was a kid, I used to sit and watch. If there were a train going by, we would just be fascinated watching a train go down the tracks. Our Aunt Mildred and Uncle Fats, they had a home that was right along the railroad tracks, and my brother's in-laws also had a home that was close to the railroad tracks, and we'd get to see and hear the trains go by, but helicopters too. I'm just fascinated with it. And anytime one's coming by, I always stop everything that I'm doing. I'll rush out to the window to check it out. So let's start off with Lumberton. We're at 71 degrees right now. Skies are mostly clear. We're going to get up to right around 91 degrees in most spots. Rain, not even mentioning it for the region today, and progressing. And reason being, high pressure, still in control. You can see here's our forecast today. We've got a front that's easing down into the Gulf of Mexico, and we'll show you on our Doppler radar that we do have some lightning strikes that are being detected south into the Gulf. And I think that any type of activity will remain that way into the Gulf of Mexico. And I think we're going to be seeing a quiet, mostly sunny sky for the rest of the day today. Tomorrow's forecast still has that front pushed south into the northern ends of the Gulf of Mexico. High pressure again here, right on top of Mississippi. And then into Wednesday, really no big changes. That front sort of stalls out into the Gulf, still leaving us very quiet with the abundant moisture as far as the continental U.S. is concerned, from areas north of the Four Corners and into the northern tier states, leaving, from Minnesota down to Texas and areas east of that, very quiet with high pressure firmly in control. Let's talk tropics real quick. Hurricane Center has a couple of areas that have zero probability forming, at least through the next 48 hours, 20% during the next 5 days. So we'll certainly be watching that. Let me give you what it looks like on our radar. Here's our Doppler radar, and you can see some rain south into the Gulf that's being picked up with the Lake Charles sweep. Let me move over into the Atlantic. Oh, wait a minute. Let's see. I knew we'd catch it. Timing is everything, right? You might be able to hear it as I can hear it. And we'll be installing some cameras that are able to zoom in for you. But this is cool to see those guys navigate that helicopter right on its pad there. And they have an office here. Life Flight has, I think it's Air Rescue. They have an office that's just a few doors down from mine. And the helicopter, unless it's busy, they'll either leave one docked here, one docked in Hardin County, and keep things going. So I was hoping to be able to catch that. Let's get back to our case at hand. Here is those couple of areas of disturbed weather that the Hurricane Center will be watching. It's still, though, I mean, here we are in the peak of hurricane season for the Atlantic, and it is quiet. So we'll take that and run with it. Obviously, we'll track these for you here on the Brooks Report Live in the event that we see anything developing. But very, very quiet as we turn our efforts again to extreme southeast Texas. Let me see if I can maybe get our temperatures on. I don't think we're going to be looking at anything earth-shattering. Low mid 70s along I-10 with low 70s, upper 60s in for areas north of us into the lakes region. I think during the next few days, because of what's going on and the way the upper level dynamics are taking place, we could be seeing some low and mid 60s in for Tuesday morning, Wednesday morning, Thursday morning as well. And in those afternoons, I think high pressure will keep things very, very nice and sunny skies abound. So our almanac page yesterday saw a high of 92, started off at 71, did have a trace of rain at the Jack Brooks Airport. Still, though, we're at 13 plus inches shy of what we're supposed to have for this time of the year. Sabine Pass at the jetty recording 2 high and 2 low tides. That final low occurring at 1:47 this afternoon. Sun will be coming up at 6:59, just within a matter of about 4 more minutes. And sunset at 7:25. Forecast today, mostly sunny, 91 the high, north breezes 5 to 10. Tonight, 67 the overnight low under clear skies, or at least mostly clear. East winds at 5. Our extended forecast show after today's mostly sunny skies. You know, I'm always reluctant to put it like that, but really all of the modeling data that I had showed that we're going to be seeing, for the most part, sunny conditions starting tomorrow through next weekend. Low 90s for highs, and we'll start the mornings off in the mid to upper 60s through Saturday morning. Sunday morning, we start off at 70 degrees. Got the sun that will be coming up in a matter of minutes over southeast Texas. Let's say good morning to some folks with us. Brenda Walton says, good morning. Glad she found us here in the morning. Brenda, the owner and proprietor of the Nifty Bee on Facebook. If you are looking for a unique gift in the form of, one of those insulated mugs and coffee cups, which, by the way, because of James Sorrells and Brenda Walton, I proudly sport my Nifty Bee mug right here. And she not only put the Southeast Texas Express logo on there, Weather with Dana on the other side, and I've been enjoying this one for about 3 years now. So thank you, Brenda. Appreciate it very much. Let's say good morning to David Cudrain. Good morning from Silsbee. And David, we appreciate it very, very much. Thanks for joining us this morning. Hey, we're on several different venues. I always talk about Facebook, but on the Brooks Report Live, we're on Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, and Twitter. Depends on your platform of choice. So check us out on any one of those platforms. Well, we have an anonymous Facebook user says, good morning, Dana, and we'll take that. Stacy Hennigan. Good morning, Stacy. Been a while since we've heard from Stacy. Hopefully you'll have a good morning as well. Thanks for joining us this morning, Stacy. Jan Meyer is enjoying her coffee as well. Thanks for joining us, Jan. Brian Morvan says, good morning from the wonderful little slice of heaven in Southeast Texas, the city of Ivanhoe. And we want to say good morning to you as well. Diane and Rocky Walker says good morning. They are watching this morning, and we appreciate it very much. Oh, this Facebook, the anonymous guy he's doing that. What do they call it? The undercover boss. He's acting undercover boss this morning. He's not putting that. That's Adam Brooks, who, by the way, joined us last Friday to help with the Lumberton High School varsity football game, which the Lumberton Raiders did a heck of a job against the Nacogdoches Dragons. And Adam, at the last minute, offered his services as doing the color commentary along with Todd Trimmy and did a wonderful job. We're going to try to coax Adam and maybe even bump his salary up from nothing to nothing. Now, that's all we can do. Here's Bonnie McMillan Riviere. She is the owner and proprietor of BMAX Productions. She says she normally watches us on LinkedIn, but this morning I popped up on her Facebook feed. So we'll take it any way we can. And again, Bonnie is talking about we're on Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, and Twitter. And I'm telling you what, being a man that has been in the media industry all of my adult life, I'm telling you that the Brooks Report Live is hands down the best news media to get any Southeast Texas news, weather or sports, traffic updates, political news, commentary, feel-good stories. There's nothing that Adam and the gang does not tackle and do with a first-class job. And Adam can tell you, too, it was almost a year after a little hiatus that I'd taken, whenever the television station let me go, that I really didn't associate with another media. But Adam and I have worked together for a long time, and I've always been a fan of the Brooks Report Live. And then when he gave me the opportunity to come on board with himself and all of the wonderful journalists that contribute to the page, I said, it's absolutely going to be a good shine on me too. So I'm a little bit greedy in that, but Adam and the gang do the best job of covering Southeast Texas news that you're going to get anywhere in the area and on your time slot as well. You don't have to wait until 6 a.m. or noon or 5 or anytime news happens. It is on the Brooks Report Live. We do live shots. We do Facebook Lives. We do traffic updates. Any story that we are covering. And Bonnie agrees that the Brooks Report Live is really hands down it needs to be your media of choice. So make sure you become a fan of us here on the Brooks Report Live on Facebook. Subscribe to our YouTube channel if you're more of a YouTube viewer. And again, we're on LinkedIn and Twitter as well. Now, whenever we're done doing our live broadcast here on the Brooks Report Live, if you would please download my app, Southeast Texas Express. It's available on Google Play or the App Store on your mobile phone. And it's a radio station that I started a few years back. I play a little bit of everything. And so we like to say we break the rules on Southeast Texas Express. And we play classic rock. We'll play R&B, blues, jazz, swamp pop, Cajun. We do a little bit of everything there. And if you download that app, you've got it all. You'll on the homepage of your phone, you'll see a button that says listen now. Obviously, if you hit listen now, you're listening to the radio station, and you can pair that up with your car or truck. If you click on watch now, we started, since we moved over into our new studio here at Christus, we've started broadcasting our Roku television channel. It's devoted specifically to Southeast Texas weather. Adam does probably hands down the best covering news for Southeast Texas. And I think it's important for us, being that we're right here along the Gulf Coast, to focus, have some type of media that is focused specifically on Southeast Texas weather. And that's what I'm doing here. We've invested a lot of time, money, and equipment getting installed here to do exactly that. And we're starting to show some of those progressions that we're making as far as covering weather for Southeast Texas. So you can, if you've got a Roku television, if you're streaming your television at home, a lot of people are doing that, download Southeast Texas Express on your Roku device. And when you do that, you click on, there's no charge to download the app, and there's no monthly fee either. It's absolutely free. Our great folks at Roofing 911, Rayo's, Merit Advisory, we have a bunch of sponsors that have helped us out. Christus, obviously, have helped us out to make this free to anyone in Southeast Texas or anywhere for that matter. So check it out. That's what it looks like on your Roku television. So again, and before we leave, let's say good morning to Gordon Boudreau. He's watching in Silsbee. He says, have a blessed day. We want to extend that same blessing to you, Gordon. Appreciate it very, very much. I'm meteorologist Dana Melancon. Thanks so much for letting me take a little slice out of your Monday morning. We'll try to join you again either later on this afternoon or first thing tomorrow morning to continue to keep tabs on the weather. Again, join me on Southeast Texas Express, which, by the way, I failed to mention, but I did, in the sense that Adam Brooks was able to join us on the broadcast just a couple of nights ago, Friday, to broadcast the Lumberton Raider game. We cover all of the Lumberton Raider football games, whether they're at home stadium in Lumberton or we travel with them as well. Next weekend's big homecoming festivity, so join us on Southeast Texas Express for that broadcast as well. I'm meteorologist Dana Melancon. Thanks for letting me join you this early Monday morning right here on the Brooks Report Live.